That was the only hope we had. Hope, 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 hope? This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to... Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? What if I just did it again? Let it go. I made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. Yeah, like, that's gonna freaking work. Kyoko wouldn't care if I freaking died or not. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
Oh.
But who else could it have been?
Byakuya.
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second! You've got it all wrong! Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the Mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late! So then, it's time for
Voting?
So... I guess I should have chose run away. Seems like the only option.
Now, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
What? Oh, Monokuma was like... tall? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job. Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. Now I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Well, of course I'm not forgiving you. You're so freaking...
Let's give it everything we've got!
I don't expect you to forgive me.
Punishment time!
Well, you know, you're only the reason I'm getting executed, so... You know, enjoy watching it happen. Is it back in the crusher? Yep. Funny Kuma. After school lesson. Is he teaching about frick he is? Bruh. Ayo! Bro, what's up, Alter Ego? Wait, Alter Ego? Alter Ego freaking... Alter Ego died. Well, thanks, Alter Ego. That really helped out a lot. Now I'm just gonna descend for about 5 years real quick. What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter Ego? Alter Ego? Is that some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Darn it. Altu! Heck, I don't believe this. Seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get a smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again.
Yeah!
To waste away in garbage-strewn pit, in a way that's even a better special punishment. Boo-hoo. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what is the meaning of all this? Just what in the heck is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. What? The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Heck yeah, we're going to Hope's Peak. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope. Okay. Why is it even... Why is it replaying the intro? Was me. Well, I'm back in here? Wait, what is going on? What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off. What was I doing asleep here just now? Wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally. That's a good screenshot. Just go to freaking Garbageville. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start. Oh, also the rocket ship. Bruh, it's the rocket ship from the time. A saw blade? I mean, yeah, sure, there's a saw blade. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of lights seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must have been some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. Who's he talking about? Oh, alter ego. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter ego saved me. And he used the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. Bruh, why does he always just refer to alter ego as his friend? It's like, come on, bro. It's like, yo, my friend, I will never friend. I mean, like, I don't really know how to say it, but you know what I'm trying to say. So, what the frick? I've been wearing the wrong sock all day. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First step was to start looking for a way out of here. Well, I'll start with the rocket ship. That's a rocket. And a tank. Yeah, I'd better not think too much about what I'm seeing. Alright, what's over here? Is that an airplane? What's something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? I can't say I know. Well, there's the desk I freaking died in. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. And door. Rattle, rattle, it's locked. Rattle, rattle. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Oh, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. Holy frick, how can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I declared to do was sleep. Go to sleep. Ayo. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left. After not being able to eat or drink, I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. Crunch? What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. And did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Well, doesn't hurt to check. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash? Rude. But she even emerged from the pile of garbage. You're calling me rude? You just freaking killed me. I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Nice. Kyoko.
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. Oh yeah, I've only got a day without food and water. I'm just dying and I'm starving. Oh, thanks for killing me, I guess. What are you doing here? It's not obvious. I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. True. Actually, I probably should, 1 second. Okay. Okay, I'm back. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then face me again. First, I have something for you. Yum yum, go ahead eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Chungus? Chum chum chum, thank you, I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way in toward my stomach. My ear is ringing so bad. Ooh, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Oh, what the frick? Why do I just randomly have a massive freaking headache? Of course not. After all, the fact I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Alright, Kyoko, I'm gonna kill you. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone for, atone? You know, like, for freaking killing me? During the trial. Even though you knew I was lying. Yeah. Did you also watch the demonstration of me freaking executing you? And you all like, bruh. You didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew. Even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Even though I knew that you knew that I knew that you knew, I didn't do anything to you because I knew that you knew. And I didn't want you to know that I knew, and I don't know when I don't... Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure she freaking did. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. Yeah, yeah. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. Okay, never mind, whatever. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there's a reason I had to survive. Why do you have to survive? Because I'm so smart and cool.
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive.
In other words,
so that I can do what I came to the school to do. Yeah? I made up my mind to come to Hope Speak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope Speak? That's right. At least I did. Once. Once? Till recently I've forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... Then it really is true. You lost your memory. Do you remember Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? First thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. Oh, freaking crap. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. Oh, you didn't know? Alright. But what would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine. It happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because on purpose? I don't think. I'm positive it was the works of the mastermind. They stole my memory. You know, as people do. Just randomly and just like, hey, oh, gonna snatch that. But why would... Oh my freaking gosh. Okay, never mind. But why would they want to do that? Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plan. So, the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. And since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Mastermind one of us? If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy frick. I'm gonna... Oh! I'm either gonna pop my neck so freaking hard or kill myself. One of those is gonna happen. I freaking turned it so far because there was a mega knot, and oh my gosh, I almost just literally died. Oh. Gotta get a freaking chiropractor for that one. I can't say I'm qualified in that department. I almost died. Alright, which is why I asked you to help me. Why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... Yeah, I see. Your intuition is right. Actually, I'd say probably Sayaka. Oh, wait. Your intuition is right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should. My goal, it's...
Just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen? Bist du okay? Oh, ja, das ist kein Problem. Es ist nichts, richtig?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
Ich weiß es nicht, fragt du dich für... I give up on the whole freaking German thing. Oh frick, I still need to read it though. I know you never asked. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. I guess I'm talking to her again. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything? I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy? There was someone I had to find here in the school. Did I find someone? Who?
So...
Okay, the talent reveal was a little like... Yeah. Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Yeah.
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak... Kyoko's dad? Is Hope's Peak headmaster? Now that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
I'll find a way. It's not the headmaster because I can't say.
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. Makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense. But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what had you seen there?
So...
The room had been... Sorry, I just freaking put up a mirror to the screen and now I'm reading it backwards, so... The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know... Wait, what the frick? What? Oh my gosh, that's weird. No. Where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor and the dorms using the key I'd found. Boy, there. And because I also found the headmaster's room. This is some kind of a map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. I figured the headmaster would have some... Have I been recording? Some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of the school room. So you went there to see if the headmaster... Okay, I give up on reading it backwards. If the headmaster really did have a private room there. Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is instantly dies. Oh my gosh. Oh. The moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
Can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important and really ominous. How many freaking times do I have to talk to her?
However...
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial. Was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. I mean, because of the school regulations. Exactly. Mineral restrictions, you are free to...
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. It makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by school regulations. There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There's a point where Mukuro may have not become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto! I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The thumbnail is just going to be the hand. Not actually, because I already have an idea for the thumbnail, I think, during the night. I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. Huh? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this. Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell. I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away as I followed it. I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Yeah, they freaking died. Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And the murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. And it all has to be the work of the mastermind, and they attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro was also the mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere,
Correct.
right? You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It's that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Bro, you can't just keep freaking dropping them. You can't, like, release the trilogy's coming out next to the Ultimate Despair trilogy. Then, part 4 of the Ultimate Despairs. What's coming next? Episode 5. The other Ultimate Despair. There's no doubt that Mukuro was the Ultimate Despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the Ultimate Despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the Ultimate Despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking
That's
about
right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the Ultimate
It
Despair.
would seem...
The despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then
Indeed.
make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that's forced us to make this stake. Go through this. That is the Ultimate Despair. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5 done? The end. 6. To be continued.